Hello and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm basically going to walk you through the new combo line that I have for my Blue Eyes Fiendsmith Primite list that I've been taking to locals. Now I obviously did a deck profile on this a little bit ago, but I have made some quick little tweaks that I would have mentioned at the end of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Local Chronicles episode 21, where I added in 3 emergency teleport as well as 1-dimensional allotrope. So I'm going to show you why that's actually going to be like a very handy way to bridge into the Fiendsmith combo. So basically what I'm going to be showing you is the ideal cracked hand, which it would be obviously the E-Telly, a Primite, Sage or Maiden, and then 2 unknowns. So they could just be like hand traps or what have you. So yeah, let's immediately start off with the combo by going for the E-Telly, which is going to bring out straight away our dimensional allotrope, which is this guy right here, and I'll bring him out in defense. And then I will immediately activate his effect, which basically reads that I can change his type and attribute to the end of my opponent's turn to whatever it is that I want. So in this case, I'm going to change him to a light fiend, which then immediately allows me to link straight into Requiem. It's going to be a little bit wonky on this playmat. It's my brand new playmat that I got because it is a two-player playmat. So I just wanted to use this. I want to see if I could how it would look if I folded it in case my opponent only wants to use their playmat for when I go to film this weekend. So now that we have it, of course, we're going straight for the Fiendsmith side of things, where we have now Requiem's effect, which is going to pull us out the Engraver from deck, like so, which we're then going to immediately equip the Requiem to it, and then we'll force those into the Necroquip. And then because Dimensional Allotrope is still a light fiend until the end of the turn, I can then Engraver to put him back. Or I could put back the Requiem. It doesn't necessarily matter, but we'll just go with the Dimensional Allotrope for the moment. And then, of course, we will go into our Caesar. So that, of course, is the Fiendsmith line that I try to use, depending on my opening hands, of course. Now, obviously, I am susceptible to hand traps. They could get me at the Requiem, stop me at Requiem, assuming that I don't have Engraver already engraved to then make the Necroquip, or they could do a I think Bell the Engraver effect engraved to bring himself out, in which case I just stick with the Necroquip, because then the next time they go to hand trap me, well, then I get a +1, which could be either an engine piece for the next turn, or it could be a hand trap that I can use on them on their turn, or I could just get into Wave Viking Caesar, and that's 1 interruption. So now again, it's just the same Primite Blue Eyes combos. We'll summon the barrel, we'll activate the barrel effect to set us the Lordly Load. I'm just going to quickly grab the drill beam there. So there's the Lordly Load. I'm kind of skipping a step by getting into the drill beam, but you know what I'm doing basically. It's this: activate, add into our hand, link straight away into the Sage. We'll use Spirit's effect to grab us the Mausoleum, and then we'll go ahead and activate it. Now, if we already had Maiden in hand, we'd use the Sage as an extra way to get to 2 Blue Eye Spirits on field, but because we don't, we just have the Sage, we'll have to go fetch it. So we'll use the extra normal summon for the Sage to then activate its effect to grab us the Maiden, which is immediately going to then hit the graveyard to place the True Light face up. Now from here, we'll immediately go Mausoleum, target Spirit to dump a Blue Eyes to the grave. We'll then tribute Spirit to bring back Blue Eyes, which is then going to bring back the Maiden, which now we have our access to Spirit, which we will then go ahead and make. And now from here, we can still go, we have two ways of doing this. We could go True Light, set Wishes, and go from there. Or we could go Lordly Load, call back Blue Eyes, and then immediately sync, set Drill Beam, and pass. So we do have options here. So I am going to just go for, I don't even have to go do True Light to pull back Wishes. I could just go True Light to special out the Blue Eyes, and then say if my opponent tries to do anything here, like try to pop the True Light, I also have the Blue Eyes on the field, I can of course immediately Drill Beam, or but from here, assuming nothing else, there are no other interruptions, we'll take these two, and then we'll go into Spirit number 2. We'll then set the Drill Beam, which will be getting the Blue Eyes back on their standby phase anyway, so that will make the Drill Beam live. So we basically end on 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 6 interruptions, depending on what these two free cards are. So there you guys go. Here's the whole playmat now furled out for my new playmat that I'm going to be bringing with me to locals, which means the old Blue Eyes playmat is going to be retired from seeing use. And I also have a new field center, this gold plated not Charizard, fucking, I have one, but Blue Eyes. That's who I meant, that I got off of AliExpress. So if I can actually now try to get him out of the sleeve, there we go. Yeah, this is now my new field center to use. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick little combo tutorial video on how I play my list. And yeah, this is probably going to give the lads at locals ample way of stopping me now with this new stuff. But that's why I'm going to schedule this for in the middle of locals, so they won't really know. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll definitely see you all next week for another brand new episode of the Local Chronicles, because it's the Burst Protocol sneak peek the day this goes live that I'll be attending. So I'll see you all on the next upload.